Welcome back to another episode of Dr. Tastes Good Barbecue. What I have for you today. Today we're going to be doing up some prime grade chuck roast on the Yoder YS640 pellet cooker. Now I salt brine these guys overnight. Should be just dialed in, ready to go. Some people call this the poor man's brisket. I don't quite understand that because per pound it costs more than a brisket. I'm guessing we've got a brisket here, got a chuck roast here. I'm thinking that's where the poor man comes in for. I don't know. Drop it in the comments if you know how the heck that's a thing. So here's what I know. I know I suck at doing brisket, and I know I'm really good at doing chuck roast. But last weekend I was scanning through my videos. My guy Kevin over at Comparison Cooking, drop that link down below, did what he called a poor man's brisket. So he's doing chuck roast and kind of put it in as it was practice for a brisket. Well, I suck at brisket, so I figured, hey, I need some practice. So a couple things I'm doing differently this time. I'm not injecting, and I'm running a really low smoke temp. I'm going to set it at about 180 for the first couple hours or so and just kind of see how that rolls. Hey, I got nothing to do today. Let's give it a shot. Alright, let's take a look at this beauty. So I got my prime chuck roast here, salt brined it overnight, looking beautiful, color's just popping. So what we're going to do today, we're throwing on some beef broth. Can use that as a binder. And for seasoning today, I'm going with a custom Montreal steak seasoning mix. The main base is the Montreal, but add a few other little special ingredients, and this should give it some of those big chunks there from the Montreal and some of the finer. Make sure we get the edges on this monster. And there she is. Move this bad boy over, get her on the smoker. Alright, well, don't mind Proba getting in here. Doing a few experiments. I'm just gonna pop this bad boy right in the middle. Something like so. Yeah, we'll check it in about 2 hours. I'm running actually today. One of my experiments I'm doing is I'm running at 180 degrees set temp for the first 2 hours. And then we'll crank it up a little bit, but just want to try to get a little extra smoke on there. One of the drawbacks of a pellet cooker is it really doesn't pump out that much smoke, so my theory here is lowering the temperature should produce a little more smoke. Just do that for 2 hours and see where we're sitting. Alright, let's see how we're doing here. So we're actually 3 hours in. Do a little spritz with some beef broth. And now I'm going to crank up the temp a little bit. We'll have the cooker set at 250. Oh yeah. So we got a ways to go on the color. Alright, we just hit the 4 hour mark. Let's see here. Sitting at 149 internal temperature. Time for another little spritzerini. Pull in and out. So right now all we're waiting on is the color. So looking at color, bark, whatever I want, then we're going to go ahead and wrap these bad boys. But looks like we got a ways to go. Alright, 5 hours in. Get a nice bark on the outside there. We only gained about 9 degrees that hour, so again, 5 hours in. Still got about 3 hours to play with here. She's looking pretty. Alright, 6 hours in. There we go. That's getting close. Getting close to where I want it. We're still only sitting at 163 degrees. We've got a little stall action going on. Probably should wrap it. I'm actually going to check this in about another half hour. What did I say? 2, 4, we're 6 hours. So I got another 3 hours before I'm planning on eating. So I think I'm actually going to crank the temp up a little bit. There we go. Right now we are sitting at 250. Going to go up to 275. Let that roll for an hour and then wrap. Alright, 7 hours in. Check her out. So I got some nice color on this bad boy. So we're going to wrap it, pop it back on the smoker, crank the smoker up to 350 because we got to speed this up a little bit. Alright, so here we go. We're going to double wrap this. So the spritz I've been using, just put a little bit on the outside. Again, this is just straight beef broth. So I'm just going to pour a little around. That's where the dogs love me. We want to get this as tight as possible. And those who know me know I'm horrible at wrapping Christmas presents. There we go, there's number one. Subtract nice and tight. Go the opposite way this time. There we go, back onto the smoker. Alright, so there it is there. So we're sitting at, again, I cranked the heat up to 350. We are sitting at 176 internal. So we'll roll that for a good hour and keep an eye on it. Alright, as you can hear, we're ringing. We're at 201 degrees internal. Oh, look at that baby. Oh my goodness. See, the reason I like butcher paper over foil is you can see that moisture, and it kind of, some of it will absorb into this, but we're just doing a quick little probe test here. It's close. It's tender, but not quite there. Get a temp. Just double check with the beastometer. And a couple more degrees. Alright, we're gonna let this roll just for a little bit longer. Let her tenderize just a little bit more. It's not quite where I want it. It's damn close. Damn close. Alright, so here she is. We're just going to towel wrap. Best we can. Alright, we're going to let this guy rest for at least a good half hour. I'm kind of in a time crunch. I'd like to go an hour, but I'll probably go a good half hour on this. Alright, so here we go. There she is, still steaming. Didn't rest it for as long as I wanted to, but we're going across the grain here. Beautiful smoke ring. Again, I normally pull this. I got my little brisket cutter here. Let's do some work. Oh, that's so thin. Ah! It's what they call the hang, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do one more. See if I can do it right. Want to see a pull apart? Boom. Beautiful. Beautiful freaking chuck roast. We did it. Alright. This is why we do this. 9.5 hours. 9.5 hours. So let's take a peek. See the full version here. Not the full anymore. There she is. Nice thin slice. Chuck roast. Pull apart. Boom. Smoke ring. Boom. Let's give her a taste. Come on, little mix here. Big piece. Let's go. What am I going to say? But if I have my choice between brisket and chuck roast, I'm going chuck roast. Just like it better. I like it a lot better. Hey, if you liked the video, hit the like. If you didn't like it, please feel free. Smash that thumbs down. I'll put the subscribe icon right there. Just make it easy for you. And over here, put another Yoder video. See you next time.